Hello and welcome to some more Kingdom Come, and here you're wondering about how long does it take for items to go from stolen to be usable, so it's no longer considered stolen. So let's say if you actually have this really nice helmet here, and it's worth about 1.3 thousand groschen. And so the simple answer for any mathematical sort of thing is that for every hour that goes by, it has a hidden timer that 5 to 6 groschen about there of value ticks off. So basically, this giant helm that you need, it's worth about 1,300, needs about 11 days or 260 hours about before this actually becomes usable. Let's go into more detail. So let's go show this off a little bit and exactly show what I mean. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cheap item in, so some dog skin, into their little crate area here. So now it's considered stolen, even though it was mine. Whenever you put items into an NPC's area that's considered stolen, you could, grab it out and sort of thing, and it becomes stolen again. It's kind of a pain. So let's do that. So that's worth 15. We got another thing that's worth 25, and we got another thing that's worth 50. All right. So there we go. So this should take about 3 hours. This should take about 5 hours, and this should take about 10 hours. So let's go do this. Consider stolen. Consider stolen. Good job. So now we got a little thing. I'm going to steal your food too, because apparently that is not considered stealing. Munch munch. But anyways, so now we got 3 items that should give us a pretty good idea about what we should look for. So here's 25, 50, and there's a 15 dog skin worth 15. Let's go wait 3 hours, and the dog skin that's worth 15 should be off cooldown. Alright, so cooldown comes down, and the dog skin is now available. So with that, we still got 2 more hours for the sheepskin, technically, because we should wait 5 hours for that. We already waited 3, so let's go do this. When you have nice round numbers like this, it makes it so much easier to take account for stuff. And you notice the sheepskin is now 25 items. It's down there, so we waited 5 hours. This would take 10 hours technically, so we only need 5 more hours to wait. Sure, 5 more hours. Go ahead and start those 5 hours. And so the 5 hours are over, and 50, boom. Nice and easy. So the round numbers are really easy to estimate. That's why I say it's probably 5 to 6 groschen, maybe closer, depending on the time, probably closer to 5 groschen per an hour sort of thing. So that is quite useful to know off of there. So now let's go to the other part. Now, is it kind of worth it to hold on to items? So as always an option, you can have your stolen goods, and you can always sell them to somebody else. And you can, let's say I kind of just picked this up off of somebody really quickly. So I could talk to Pishek here, or whatever his name is, and you can always just sell it to him. Now the question is it worth selling it to him? And it's sort of, it's kind of hard to say, because do not sell them regular goods, and I mean sell them stolen goods only if you want. So typically with the fencing, even though my relationship's better with this guy than any of the merchants in town, he only buys it for half of what the merchants actually want for it. So even if they would have bought it, they would only pay essentially around 60 for this. And it's kind of weird. And the way you could kind of think about it's worth 146. It tells you that they probably charge a lot more for it. So let's go take a look at the merchant. He's going to give us 28. How much would a merchant give us? Yeah, so my relationship with him is about 50 compared to 62, but he'll, this merchant will buy just about anything. He's only going to give me about 44 for it compared to 28. So, I mean, he's almost paying a little bit of more, double what the other guy's paying, but only maybe a fourth of whatever the true value is, or not even a true value, the value that your backpack's telling you that it's going to be worth. So, it's kind of up to you. I say the only time it's worth selling to the Thieves Guild is if you're desperate for money, because you do have a box at home that you can shove all this stuff into and kind of keep it there. And every hour that goes by, you essentially make, I want to say 2.5 groschen, because you only get half the value back. It goes up by 5 that it takes, but you know, you only make 2.5 because of the difference. So if you have a lot of items, hey, Sir Haynes, take that. So you have a lot of items to throw in there, you could be making money off of there, just over time, just for doing essentially nothing. Like, look at this. I have a chest full of items that, yeah, I can wear, but they're considered stolen, and they're going to be stolen for a really long time. Except this. Ooh, I could take it now. But yeah, it takes a long time before stuff becomes, you know, essentially you don't have to worry about losing it to the guards. All right, so let's go talk about other things too. How about some items that are, you know, basically not going off cooldown? This apple, for example, for whatever reason, sometimes the people that that want that apple, you know, they're never letting it go. It's considered stolen forever. It's only worth 0.3, but it's stolen forever. Like, it's not coming off cooldown. Another example I have of those same things is these warhammers. I don't know where I got it, or this hunting bow. It says Crossroads. That's a lot of places. I've killed a lot of people over this. You don't know how much this narrows down where I actually got these items. But sometimes they just become stolen. And they just don't lose their stolen tag. So you might have to kind of re-steal them again, kind of thing, to get them to drop that tag off of there. Walk into somebody's house, go into here, go into your inventory, move that in there, grab that apple back, and now it's considered stolen for however long it's going to be, but it doesn't matter because if we wait an hour, it should just come off a cooldown off of there. So sometimes you just run into bugged items that just do not go off of stealing, like, and I do not know why. I tried finding it. See, it's fine now. After an hour, it's fine. It's totally fine. I don't get it. Like, so some of these items, like this Warhammer, for some reason, if it seems like it never stops becoming stolen, you might have a bugged item. Now, another thing that the merchant can do here, or the miller can do, I should say, so you could talk to him. You can sell them some stolen goods. So we're going to sell them, let's say, you know, let's say the tailor's fashionable hat. I kind of, you know, he's not missing it at all. So we're going to sell him the hat. It's considered stolen, right? So we're selling him stolen goods. We're just going to sell it to him. I'm not going to haggle anything. We're going to talk to the miller again. We got 86 for it, but no, not that. I want to just sell the stolen goods again. And then so he has the hat in his inventory for, oh, good God. If you desperately want the hat, you can get it back, and it's not considered stolen anymore. There you go. So he can take off the stolen attributes to it. So that is something to consider, but at the same time, it's really, really expensive to do that. So you could basically buy yourself a new hat for maybe, not really. I mean, it's probably about the same price you're going to get for a regular hat there. I would go to the tailor, but I already killed him for that hat, so it's kind of hard. What about something else? What if we look at trying to cheese the system a little bit? Because right now you've been thinking like, oh, it's worth 5 to 6 groschens for an item to go off. What if the value is like, what if we lowered the value overall on the item? Maybe it will, you know, not be so bad. Well, let's give it a shot. I just need to get some extra. Oh, I'm doing science here. Stop it. No, nobody's been killed. I'm trying to do science. Where are you guys? Who saw that?
God, quick!
No, there's no need. There's no need to panic. Don't panic. All right, so you, my good sir. So the whole point I was going to try to make is that, let's say, you know, the items are worth, you know, so much. Like, it's a brown hose. You expect, you know, it's almost worth, let's say 30, right? So that would probably take about 6 hours for it to, you know, come off a cooldown before you can actually pocket it. But what if we drop the value of the item? Let's say if we want it sooner. So if you attack somebody while they're dead or whatever, or laying on the ground, you can basically knock out the, you know, durability of items and bring the items down in value. So let's go see. So now those pants are only worth about 6, right? So we're going to steal those, and sure, we'll steal a shirt that's worth 3. So it says 5. Let's wait 2 hours. All right. Typically, you know, 2 hours should be good enough for something that's worth 6, right? So let's give it a shot. Alright, so 2 hours have passed, and the pants are still considered stolen. Alright, I mean, even the, let's see, that old shirt that's only worth 3 was stole, it's still considered stolen. And the reason for this, I believe, is that it's only going off the original value of whenever they died. Whatever the original value of the item was before when they died, is how long it's already considered stolen. Then you have to kind of wait that amount of time, or whatever originally was. You doing extra damage to it to bring down its value does not change the timer. The timer will stay the same. So for those pants that were worth like 30 before, I'm going to wait roughly about 6 hours. So let's do about another 4 hours about. So there we go. Items. So those pants are now no longer stolen there. So those pants are fine. And the old shirt should be fine too now. So it's just a matter of a waiting game here. So for every hour that goes by, it's going to take off about 5 groschen and of value. And it's just going to take a while. And apparently I've been caught. So whatever. It doesn't matter. Somebody got away. But anyways, I hope that helps out. Let's see if, see if that works out for you. But hopefully it does. Remember, this is the PC version I'm playing. So the most up to date. So I don't know if it's different on an Xbox, I hope, or PlayStation, or whatever other console there's out there. But at least on this one right now, the latest build, which is down here, which you have here, that's currently what I have. So anyways, hope it's informative, and hope to see you guys around next time. Until then, have a good one, and goodbye. Now where are those guards going? Come here, guards. Somebody's got to be investigating that murder. Oh, here they come.
Hey!
Oh! Yeah, you. Oh, he's got the high ground. I got the high ground. Yeah, good fight. Good fight.